some texts it's called the divine seed, a piece of the spirit. Hello. Over the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be posting a question a week, and I'm going to lay out my responses to these questions, my answers. I think every Gnostic asks themselves these 4 questions at one time or another. There are other questions, but I think these are the main 4, in my opinion. I'll give my perspective and you can post yours below. But the most important question, I think, is who am I really? I mean, this is the question everybody asks themselves, even if they're not into Gnosticism. I think all philosophical and mystical traditions eventually go back to identity. But in Gnostic thought, this question is not just about the psychological or the philosophical. This is a cosmic question. It's bigger than you, bigger than me, it's bigger than all of us. It's more important than you. The everyday self that we kind of identify is not the deepest or most important layer. It's a constructed identity shaped by memory, environment, and the constraints of the material world. But beneath it, Gnosticism suggests something deeper, I think. What you might call hidden element. Sometimes it's called a spark, a glimmer of the whole, or a shard. In some texts, it's called the divine seed, a piece of the spirit. There is a tension between these 2 levels of identity. Our surface self reacts to things through emotions, desires, and fears. But the deeper awareness observes all of this. We truly understand who we are if we can identify more with the deeper identity and realize that we are not just personality. We are the awareness behind it. And maybe that's the goal in life, to tip the scales from identification to observation. I've said this in some other videos, but I feel like the material world is a kind of forgetting. This process happens through roles that are created for us, unprocessed emotions, and these social constructs that keep us kind of contained. But these are all illusions. So another question pops up then. What remains when everything else that's external is removed? If our thoughts and roles are deficient, then self-inquiry becomes this thing where we try to strip away these false identifications to find the true, the thing that can't be distilled or removed. Once these thoughts and roles are taken away, then we arrive at a paradox, unfortunately. The question of who am I really becomes a process, an unfolding instead of a binding up. I think people think of their lives as a building, as I'm going to acquire this, I'm going to gain this, I'm going to go in this direction, I'm going to have these goals. We are adding information to our lives to become something. But I think the reality of life is actually the opposite of that. It's a stripping away. It's about removing illusions one by one until only pure awareness remains. Whatever that is the true person. It's congealing versus release. It's clinging to what we think we are instead of letting go of what we are not. But that's my answer to this question. Paradox. That's all I got for this one. I have 3 more coming over the next couple weeks. If you have any thoughts about them, you can post it below. Take care. Have a good day.